Hello, question paper 2022, question 4. Which of these polynomial functions has the largest second derivative at x equals 0? So first, let's find the first derivative. So to find the first derivative, we follow a formula where we have, if we want to find the derivative of x to the n, the derivative will be nx n minus 1, okay? So you times by the power and then you subtract 1 from the power. So 5x to the power of 5, a would become 25x to the power of 4, b, and then minus 3x squared, 3 in front, and then minus 1, and then anything just x would become just plus 4 because the power is actually 1 here. So 1 times the 4 will be 4. 1 minus 1 is 0. X to the power of 0 is 1. We're just left with 4. Okay, so that's the first derivative. Okay, that's first derivative. And the second derivative, we just do the same thing again. So that would then become 100x cubed minus 6x. Okay. And the 4 would just go to 0. Okay. So what you realize is that the second derivative here for x equals 0 will just be 0. Okay. Because x is 0. So it will be 100 times 0 cubed minus 6 times 0, which will just give us a value of 0. Okay. Okay, so let's do b. So b, the first derivative, will be 12x cubed plus 2x, okay? And then the 16 will just go to 0, okay? Because where the power of x is 0, anything times 0 is 0. That's the first one. And then the second derivative will be 3 times 12, 36, minus 1 from the power, that'll be x squared, and then plus 2, okay? So then that would actually give us a value of 2. Excellent. Okay. And make some more room for us, taking a bit more space than anticipated. Okay, the next one, C, 4x6 plus x squared minus 1. Okay. So C, 4x to the power of 6 will become 24x to the power of 5. And then x squared will become just plus x. And then the minus 1 will be left as 0. And if we do times the powers again, 5 times 24 will be 120. Minus 1 from the x becomes just x to the power of 4 plus 1. Okay, so that means when at x equals 0, that will just be 1. Okay, that's the second derivative. And then for d, we'll do it. So x cubed will become 3x squared. And then 2x squared will just become plus 4x. And then minus 5, okay? And then we do the derivative again. So then that will just be 6x plus 4. So then at x equals 0, it will just be 4, okay? And then for e, 10x to the power of 5 will be 50x to the power of 4 plus 9x squared minus 7, okay? And make sure you can do this properly. And then we do 4 times the 50, which will be 200x cubed plus 9, plus 18x, sorry. And the minus 7 will just go to 0. And then this will just be 0, okay? So we'll find that D was the greatest, okay? So really, we want to see which one has the greatest x squared coefficient, because that's the one that will not be zero. It won't have x in it in the end. The rest of the terms will definitely have x in it or be reduced to zero. So the one with the highest x squared coefficient is D. Okay, it's 2. So that's why D became the highest. Okay, so the answer is D because D was 4. Remember, and A was 0, B was 2, C was 1. So D is the highest with 4. Okay. Now let's do the next question then. What is the derivative of this? Okay, so let's derive it first. So times the power put in front minus 1 from the power. So it'll be 6x to the power 5. But power times the number in front is 30. 5 times 6 is 30. We minus 1 from the power. So x to the power 4. 4 times the 12 will be 48. And then x, we minus 1 from the power cubed. 3 times 8 will be 24. X, and then minus 1 from the power will be squared. Okay, excellent. Okay, so in fact, we should inspect these to see which ones we can eliminate. Okay, now clearly we want 6x to the power 5. Now this first one, the maximum x power we will get is x squared, and then squared, that'll be x to the power 4, times by 3x will become 3x to the power 5. We want 6x to the power 5 as the highest x coefficient. So this one is definitely wrong. This one will be 2x times by x squared, which will become x to the power 4. So that will become 2x to the power 5. So that is clearly wrong. And then this one, clearly it says 6x cubed is the highest one. So that is wrong because we want 6x to the power 5. And then this one, x squared to the power 3, will give x to the power 6 when we times the powers. Times by the 2x will give us 2x to the power of 7, sorry. So that will be wrong as well. But it must be E, okay? So save you time in the PAT, just quickly see things like this. Just for fun, I'll show you the expansion, just to prove things and settle our minds. But I'd recommend in the exam to move on. If you've got the marks, you know it's that one. Move on. If you get bored at the end, you finished everything, maybe you want to double check, but really you should do everything you can do with the extra time. So 6x times x squared will be 6x cubed. Oh, sorry, I've forgotten that this bit is squared. So let's square those double brackets first. So square the first, x to the power 4. So multiply together, times by 2, x squared times 2x, 2x cubed, times by 2 will give us 4x cubed, okay? If it's not familiar with you, you can just do the double brackets in the long way, like this, okay? In your own time to verify what I'm doing here, okay? But that's all it is. It's x squared plus 2x squared. So that would be plus 4x cubed plus 4x squared, okay? If you square the last. So everything times by 6x first will become 6x to the power 5 plus 24x to the power 4 plus 24x squared. And then everything times by 6 will be plus 6x to the power 4 plus 24x cubed plus 24x squared. And then that will be 6x to the power 5 plus 24x to the power 4 plus 6x to the power 4 will be 30x to the power 4 plus 24x cubed. So yeah, this term should have been yep, so this term should have been 24x cubed, okay? Because we were timesing 6x by 4x squared. Okay, so that will be 48x cubed plus the 24x squared, okay? So that was the final answer. So let's do this question. It says suppose ft equals 40 and gx equals 3 over 2, 3x minus x squared. Consider the inequality. dgx over dx is greater than the integral from 3 over 2 to x of ft dt. So f of t dt. So what we should do is do the left side, find out what it is, and then do the right side, find out what it is, and then compare. So let's do dg x over x first. So dg x over dx will be a d of x of that. So that would be 9 over 2x is that first term. So we can expand the brackets there. So that would be equal to 9 over 2x minus 3 over 2x squared, okay? So 9 over 2x, the derivative would just be 9 over 2, because 1 times 9 over 2 is 9 over 2, and then the x, 1 minus 1, we get x power 0, and then that would just be 1, okay? And then the next one, 2 times a minus 3 over 2 would be minus 3, and then minus 1 over the power, okay? And then that is the derivative, okay? And now let's do the integral from x with 3 over 2 of ft, which is just 40. So to integrate, we add 1 to the power and then divide by it. So this would just be 4 over 2 t squared. And then we need to do it from x to 3 over 2. So then we substitute the x in. So that would be 4 over 2 times by x squared minus 4 over 2 times by 3 over 2 squared. Okay. Now that 4 over 2, believe it or not, is 2. That would be 2x squared. And then this should be 2 times by 9 over 4, which would be minus 9 over 2. Okay. Because yeah, if you square that, that would be 9 over 4 times that by 2 become 9 over 2. Now we can put them both in. So we've got 9 over 2 minus 3x. 9 over 2 minus 3x is greater than this part, which is 2x squared minus 9 over 2. Yeah, just double checking that's what it is. Okay, excellent. Good. So let's make some more space for ourselves there. So that would be that. And we should get it all on one side and with the x squared. So that will become 2x squared, move the 3x to that side, will be plus 3x, move the minus 9 over 2, so that will become minus 9 over 2 minus 9 over 2, which is just minus 9. And we want that to be less than 0, okay? Because we switched everything to the other side. So the point is that it says less than 0. Now, we want this equation to be less than 0. So we should probably need to actually factorize before we draw a graph for it. So to factorize this, we see two numbers that 2 times minus 9 is minus 18. Two numbers that times to minus 18 and add to 3. Numbers that times to minus 18 and add to 3 will be 6 and minus 3. So that will be 2x squared plus 6x minus 3x, splitting up 3x into the plus 6 and minus 3x. Minus 9 is less than 0. You can factorize these first two. That will be 2x, the biggest thing that goes into both of them. X plus 3, and then we're going to minus 3. X plus 3 is less than 0. And then we can write this as 2x minus 3. X plus 3 is less than 0. And this means the solutions are x equals minus 3, with minus 3 there would give us 0, and x equals to 3 over 2. So we can draw a quick sketch. We know the y-intercept is minus 9, so that is the C. X will equal to minus 3 and 3 over 2. And it's positive quadratic, so we'll look something like that. We're looking for the bit which is less than 0, so below the x-axis, which would be from here. So the values that satisfy it will be where x is less than 3 over 2 and less than minus 3. And because there's no or equals or underneath there, we just leave it like that. Okay, that is the final answer. Okay, let's do the next question then. Bro, this is still